Guys, welcome back to episode 42. We should call this one the airplane show. We're here on a new setting. We're at my office out on the patio.
Right by the airport.
Close to the San Diego airport. So the sound, hopefully the sound is okay. Lots of good questions, lots of good content.
A lot of good content, mostly about nutrition, I'd say, on this show. We're
And
telling
Snapchat.
you what to eat and what you maybe should not be eating.
Snapchat dominated the questions on
Yeah.
this show, so enjoy the episode. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of
Hashtag Ask LiveLeanTV.
Thanks for tuning in. You guys can see our set is a little bit different today. We're at the office here. We're actually at the patio outside in downtown San Diego. So hopefully you like the natural lighting. I'm not sure if we're going to do every single show here, but we wanted to switch it up.
No like traffic noise in the background. Let us know.
And we need to get away from baby Kyla. She's a little bit salty today, so she's with Grandpa right now, and we got to take full advantage of this opportunity. So let's get into the show. If you guys are new to our show, this is the episode or the series where we take your questions when you post them on social media and use hashtag AskLiveLeanTV. So Ask LiveLeanTV, and you can send them to us at Twitter at this address right here, on Snapchat, Instagram, or over on Facebook, and we'll answer your questions on camera once we get to them. We got a big backlog, so if you post a question and it hasn't been answered in a couple of weeks, we will get to it.
Are we on episode 45?
42, I think.
42.
Yes, episode 42. So if you haven't been watching, you can go back and watch some other episodes or listen to them on the podcast. And here's the address right here if you want to listen to us and not watch us. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm totally ready. Bring it to me. Hopefully we don't have too many repeat questions. But
no, we'll be good. All right, first question from Jonas Baum on Twitter says, could you please elaborate on your furnishing concept? Looks fairly minimalistic on some of the vlogs.
You're probably noticing, like, we just moved. You guys know we moved from LA to San Diego 4 months ago. So we took our time, like, picking out furniture and stuff. We didn't want to just, like, buy everything, like, on day one. So you're probably looking at vlogs that were within the first 2 to 3 months of us living in our new condo, and we didn't have very much at all. We had, like, bean bags in the living room. That's probably what you're talking about.
I mean, that was our original
and, like,
plan.
No bed frame,
was to stick to just bean bags, like, because we just don't like clutter.
Yeah, we couldn't find a couch that we liked, and we were just kind of, like, torn on how we wanted to go with it. So we're like, what if we just had bean bags? And that could be cool, because you guys know we do a lot of filming in our house anyway, so we're constantly
shifting
like moving
things,
furniture out of the way. So we are minimalistic just because our life requires space more than it does furniture, you know?
And we don't like to be tied down to stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why...
Too much clutter is like, it just gets in the way, and we don't need that.
Yeah, so anyway, but we do have a couch now, and if you look at our newer vlogs, our condo is a little bit more furnished than
we finally got the couch. We're getting the bed frame soon. It was delivered last week, damaged, and it's being redelivered, whatever. So in more, like, newer vlogs, you're going to see more furniture in our house, but we are always going to keep it minimalistic because that's just our style. Okay, so Haley Barker on Snapchat says, hello there, Brad and Jess. I've been watching your YouTube channel now for over a year, and a few months ago I started working night shifts. I found I've lost my motivation / drive for my fitness. I used to work out 3 to 4 times a week with intense training on the stair mill and some weight training. I would drink 2 to 3 liters of water per day with lemon, and I kept my meals healthy and clean, and now I'm at a place where I feel I'm not looking after myself. I attempt to go to the gym, but only last 20 minutes, which makes me feel rubbish within myself. I feel I've lost my routine and focus. I feel as though my focus is more on work than on myself. Do you have any advice regarding this matter?
All right, Haley from Snapchat. I think my first question back to you would be, you say you go to the gym for 20 minutes and you leave. So I would say, are you going into the gym with a plan? Like, why are you going into the gym? What's your plan? What's your program look like? Like, do you have a program on your phone that you can follow? Like, that changed my path in my journey, was when I actually had a program that I invested money in, so I had some skin in the game. So it's like, if you invest money into it, you gotta get results from it, or you're just wasting your money. So that's my first thing is, so like, if you have something in your hand and it's like, if you leave halfway through your program, like, I just wouldn't do that. So it's like, if I have a program and I'm following it, it's like, okay, I'm gonna take this to the end. So it sounds like you don't have a program, which is problem number one. Problem number two is, why are you doing this? What is your why? We talk about this so much. Like, what is important to you? Like, why do you work out? Like, what is the real reason why you're doing it?
Another thing about motivation is, I love there's a quote out there, like, motivation doesn't last. That's just like showering. That's why we recommend it daily. Like, you need to keep reaffirming your motivation, just like you need to take a shower every day. Like, every day is a new chance to start again. And I understand, like, going through slumps, a period of time where you just don't feel motivated, that's natural. And don't beat yourself up for it, and just know that, you know, you can get back whenever you decide to get back. You know, it's like he said, why is it important for you to get fit? You already know, because like you said, you feel better when you do those fit behaviors, like when you eat well and you work out hard. So, you know, just wanting to feel better can be your motivation, and just knowing that you know what to do to make yourself feel better. If you're not excited about the program that you're on, you can find a different program. Like, say you're already like 3 weeks or a month into a specific program and you feel like you just have to do it even though you don't want to. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything. You could find a new program that gets you more excited to get out of bed and get to the gym.
Maybe weightlifting is not for you.
Yeah, that's another
not
point.
the only style of fitness that you can do. You could do Zumba. You could do CrossFit. You could play sports. You could like join a cross country team. Like, there's so many areas of fitness that if weightlifting, if you've really given it your all, you've tried it, you were persistent, you were consistent at it, but you just don't enjoy it after like weeks or months of doing it, switch it up. Like, you know, it's better to do something, even though it may not be optimal to get you the body composition that you want, than to just do nothing at all for your overall health.
Yeah, you'll feel so much more like excited about fitness if you try new and different things, and maybe even you'll discover a new passion or love for something that you didn't even know you had. So I'd say just get out of your own head thinking that you have to go to the gym so many times per week and have to do the stair mill or whatever you think you have to do. Just try something different.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to the next question on Snapchat from GingerNear29. Says, apple cider vinegar, truth or myth to its health benefits claims of suppressing hunger, balancing blood sugar, and balancing an alkaline state?
To me, my personal experience, absolute truth. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't do it every single day, so I can't really speak from personal experience, but if I'm feeling like I have a cold coming on or some sort of issue, like, I'll take it, but I'd prefer lemon water. So I can't speak to the research. I've never read research on apple cider vinegar, but it's not gonna do anything harmful to you. So if you're doing it, you're feeling good about it, you tell us. Like, you try it, you tell us your experience with it, and come back here and comment below. But you know, don't get too bogged down on the idea, and don't think that it's the holy grail of everything.
That's what I thought you were going to say, is like, it's no magic bullet. That's for sure. There is no magic bullet.
One piece of the overall solution. So like, by not working out, by eating whatever you want and taking apple cider vinegar, is it going to change your life? No. It's a piece of the overall puzzle.
But I do think one of the reasons why, in my opinion, I say absolutely yes, it helps suppressing appetite and doing all these positive cleansing things to you, is because when you drink it, I like actually feel less hungry when I drink it. And plus, just by having, like, we need to be clear here. You're not just drinking apple cider vinegar straight. You're drinking it in a glass of water. So anytime you down a full glass of water, whether it has the vinegar or not, you're going to fill your stomach with a whole glass of water. So you're going to feel less hungry anyway. So is it the vinegar that's doing that magically for you? Is it the water? Is it a combination of things? It's the combination of things. So yes, we like apple cider vinegar, but no, it is not.
It's not a magic bullet, but it will help. Okay,
so Emily Jane from Snapchat says, hi there, question. If I fast before my morning workout and my breakfast is also my post-workout meal, should it be higher calorie compared to my normal breakfast because I'm combining 2 meals?
So say that again. So your fast is your post-workout meal?
She's doing the workout fasted.
Yep.
And then her post-workout is also breakfast.
Yeah, so I mean, that's a meal that you should pound the food, because A, you're in a fasted state. So that's, you know, after you break your fast, that's when you load the calories in. B, it's your post-workout, so that's also when you load the calories in because you're rejuvenating, you're repairing your body with the calories and the nutrients that it needs. So you're getting like the double impact effect that meal, if it's after your fast, if it's after your workout, that should be like by far your biggest meal of the day.
Yeah, and you know, meal timing is like one of these things I feel like was a big craze for a while. Everyone was saying that like meal timing is crucial to your success and stuff. We actually think it's less important than your overall daily totals.
Yeah, so I break it down to like total calories and macros. Then it's quality, or quality of food could be right up there with that. And then the third most important one is timing. But I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, you gotta get your calories in at the end of the day. But focus those calories, like we said, after your fast and after your workout to get the biggest optimal bang for your buck.
Yeah, the most important things timing wise are that you're getting protein and carbs post workout. So make sure that those are included in that meal. If you were to set your meal plan up with how many meals and snacks you want to eat per day, I mean, I do this for clients all the time, right? I generally give 4 to 5 meals, and that usually includes a post workout shake. If you, and you know, I always say if you want to rearrange the order and timing of meals, snacks, whatever, that's fine. I don't care when you eat these 4 or 5 meals, just get them in. So if your M1 and your post-workout shake happen to happen at the same hour, that's fine, you know? It doesn't matter. And yes, the calories are going to be more than if you were to just eat M1 alone. So totally fine.
Next question on Snapchat. This is like a Snapchat show. From Lily says, what are the cons about eating corn? I've heard many people say it's not that good for you.
Corn. It comes out the other end the same way it went in the front.
Well, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, look at the corn industry.
It doesn't break down.
The corn industry, it's highly GMO'd is the first thing. This is the type of food that they feed animals to fatten them up to then, like farmers, conventional farmers will use corn, soy, and wheat to fatten up their the chickens, like the cows, everything, and then they'll have more meat to be able to sell. So just think about that for a second. And so, like, once again, it is highly GMO'd as well, and overall there's just better sources of calories.
It's really high in starch.
It's a starchy, like most people think corn is a vegetable, but it's like
it's actually
it's high in starch. There's better quality nutrient dense foods out there. That's why we don't eat it. We don't include it in any of our meal plans. But
every once in a while, I'll have them throw it on my Chipotle bowl, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, because it tastes good and everything, but I just wouldn't serve that in my house when I'm, like, making homemade food. I would choose other vegetables over that. So hopefully that gives you, like, our opinion on it. It's not that it's, like, the devil. Yeah, and we never touch it, but it's just we don't include it regularly.
Like, if you could only eat donuts or corn, eat the corn, obviously. Like, it's...
What? I like donuts better.
Yeah, no, from a health perspective, it's like... It's not the most evil food in the world, but it's really...
It's better than processed sugar.
Yeah, like it's not your best source of calories.
Yeah. Okay, so we have another Snapchat from Abby Lopez 42. How are plantains as a carb? Would it be complex or simple? Didn't we have the same question last week?
It was a different question, but somebody asked about plantains
between plantains
as well.
And Ezekiel bread. So how are they as a carb?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we don't eat plantains. There's no reason we don't eat them. It's just like, I never look for them in the grocery store. Like, our recipes don't ever have plantains in them. But it's not to say that we wouldn't.
Food, yeah.
I just kind of go with bananas instead, but I know plantains are different.
I think they're more similar to sweet potatoes than bananas.
Are they?
They have to be cooked. They need to be like fried or boiled, I think.
Yeah, so what was the question? How are they as carbs? So it's...
Fine, natural, earth-grown carbs.
Yeah.
I don't know that they're any better or worse than sweet potatoes, but we prefer sweet potatoes.
Okay, next question on Snapchat again from Safiro227 says, I see you add turmeric to your smoothie. What are the benefits of it? And I heard you have to add black pepper to activate its properties. So, yeah. Like
Didn't you just talk about that?
Yeah, so I just talked about it on Snapchat yesterday.
That was on your Snap.
Yeah, okay. So you're right, it does. So what I was doing was I was using just turmeric from Costco and I was just adding it in. But if you really want to unleash the benefits of the curcumin, which is the really healthy property of the turmeric, it does require like an absorption agent or delivery agent to really allow your body to assimilate and absorb it. That's what the black pepper does. So I have been taking a different turmeric source from Gaia. And so they have the black pepper extract built into the powder that I take. So it's a little bit different than what you've been seeing me do. And the benefits of turmeric, it's like an inflammation fighting spice, so it really helps anti-aging as well. And just, you know, if you're putting your body through tough workouts, your joints through tough workouts, it can help with that as well.
Mimi Smiles from Snapchat says, I think you guys are amazing. Relationship goals. I wanted to know, what's your opinion on training masks? I saw this dude at the gym with one and wondered if it helps with working out. Would it ever be something you guys would use?
Yeah. First of all, thank you for calling us relationship goals.
Yeah, thank you.
But, you know, we were talking about this the other day. Like, we're not perfect. Like, what you guys see
Our relationship is good, but it's not perfect.
It's better than good.
Yeah, I meant amazing. But we were on the way home from the gym, was it yesterday? We're talking about how, you know, relationships, they're going to have their highs and lows, just like your fitness life is going to have its highs and lows. And we were like, relationships are like fitness.
Yeah. So it's like what you see us put out there on social media, like 99% of the time it's going to be during the happy times. There has been times where we've done videos like vlogs, it's like we're fighting, like this and that. You know, of course, there's more happy times than fighting times, but, you know, to be 100% real with you guys, we're just like you. We're just like other relationships. There's give and takes. There's time, like, I'm a dude, she's a girl, Venus, Mars, or Venus, Mars,
planets,
you know, different communication styles, like logic versus emotion. Like, it's all about that
He's
stuff.
the emotional one, just so you know.
No, I'm the logical one. But anyway, getting back to your question.
It wasn't even about our relationship. It was about training masks.
Yeah, so I've never used a training mask before. I've seen people do it. I think it has to do with improving your cardiovascular. So like if you were in Colorado, for instance, like you're training at a higher elevation, the way your body can produce energy and, you know,
it restricts your oxygen intake.
Yeah, so for my training, it's not necessarily, wouldn't benefit anything because I'm built for speed, like, you know, like boom, fast on the football field, that style training, as opposed to running marathons or fighting in the UFC or things like that, where you really need to have really good endurance.
Yeah, I would say it's more for endurance training purposes, but I see guys lifting with those on.
I have never seen guys lifting.
You haven't?
No, it's always like they're with the heavy bag boxing, or they're running or sprinting or on the treadmill. So
it looks scary in my opinion. I don't like the way it looks.
And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, it's like those black, it's like Darth Vader masks.
Yeah, it looks like Darth Vader,
so it depends on what your goals are. If you asked us what your goals were, I would say it could improve. But if you're just, you know, living every day, trying to be healthy, it's probably not necessary.
And we don't have any personal experience, and I'm pretty sure you cannot catch me with one of those masks on in the future. I don't know. Maybe that'll change. Maybe I'll surprise you guys, but I don't have any plans to wear
I would love to see you in one of those masks. If you guys want to see her in one of the masks, and I'll like vlog it or Snapchat or something, put a comment below. We want to see Jess in one of those oxygen
Doing
masks.
a booty workout with it on? Maybe.
Okay, next question on Snapchat from Toddler24 says, what are your top 5 must-read books for an aspiring personal trainer?
I know I have one on my shelf. It's not like, I don't know if it's a very popular book, but I really enjoyed it when I was becoming a trainer. It's called Pure Physique. I also like all my Arnold books. Meathead. Rock Hard Nutrition was one that really helped me out, although the information in it is super outdated. I learned a lot from it.
It's one of those things, guys, where like, how should I put this? Like, when you go in, you do your certifications for your personal training courses, like, that's great. You know, like, you do your thing, you'll learn stuff, you'll have some time with clients. Like, I mean, I think the most important thing is, A, you put yourself through it to get yourself results. B, you have some testimonials from clients that follow your procedures. You can only learn so much from books, but if I had to, like, say, like, my reading, like, I'm a follower of Charles Poliquin, so he's like a strength training coach that I get a lot of my insights from him on different training modalities, different techniques to really like take your training to the next level. It's a little more advanced than, you know, just training, everyday people, but that's what I like. So I can't give you 5 books. You know, I could give you 5 business-related books, 5 personal development books, like those sort of things. But when it comes to the niche of personal training, you got to find your own way, I think. Like, you know, get your certifications, get out there with people, but transform your body first. Like, you are your billboard. That's the most important thing if you're looking to become a personal trainer. Get your results, Get like your buddies, get your parents, get people in, whoever, for free, train them, get them results, you know, and then you'll really find your way. You'll find what works, what doesn't work. And that's the real life lesson versus learning it from a textbook.
Yeah, you are so right. Like if I had to say like how I learned my skills as a trainer, it wasn't actually from books. Books are fun to read. You'll learn something, but 99% of what you learn is from experience.
Yeah.
So from Snapchat, our Burnham14 says, what are each of your top 3 store-bought protein bars? Each of ours. Okay. We probably have the same answers.
Well, I mean, I don't buy protein bars.
Yeah, I know. That was going to be my number one.
Yeah, I don't like protein bars. Like, they're good. Like, I just got new protein bars from My Protein, and they're like the equivalent of a Quest bar. And if I had to say,
carb, right?
Yeah, like they're 0 carb, sweetened with stevia, like 20 grams of protein, like lower carbs, higher in fiber. So very similar to Quest bar. And if I had to say the best protein bar that I've ever had is a Quest bar. But to me, I just don't enjoy eating them. I find them dry.
Yeah.
But that's not to say I won't eat them. Like if I'm at, like I have the protein bars in my office right now, like in my desk. So if I'm in dire need of some calories, I have them in there, but I won't eat them every day. Like it's just not part of my everyday eating. So top 3 protein bars, like the My Protein ones, and I'll put a link down below. You get 20% off. The Quest bars, and then I don't have another one because I just don't really like them.
I used to like the Power Crunch ones. You know those? Remember I bought you one time and you were kind of like, meh. It has
I think there was soy
these crispy
too, though.
wafer things. Yeah, I don't like the ingredient list, but I think taste-wise, that's one of the better ones. Like if you wanted a candy bar, that's a better option than a candy bar. And since it has like chocolate and peanut butter and stuff, it tastes like a candy bar. But honestly, at this point, I think I'd rather just eat the candy bar and move on. But so I don't know. That's just one that comes to mind as one that like tastes decent. Quest bars is probably my number 2, and then number 3.
Number 1 is homemade.
Yeah, I was just gonna say homemade. We have homemade protein bar recipes, but I know you specifically said store bought, so you probably don't want to do homemade. But honestly, why don't you make some of our brownies, some of our cookies? Like those are what we use instead of store-bought protein bars.
Take control back of what you're putting in your body, guys. It takes 15 minutes on a Sunday to whip up a batch of homemade protein bars, like from our Team LiveLean Cider on our LiveLeanTV site.
It's easier than you think.
Like it's so simple, it's so easy. You just made a bunch of sweet potato protein cookies
good, aren't they?
We have on our site.
The sweet potato paleo protein cookies.
Yeah, like seriously, if you're really serious about changing your body, those 15 minutes, not only do they taste better, they're healthier for you as well. But that's it, guys. Let's end the show. This, well, hopefully the sound was okay. There's a few planes flying overhead.
It's windy, it's cold.
Yeah, so we're not sure if this will be our setting, but if you guys do like the setting of this show, let us know in the comments below. And question of the day, what do you got for us, Miss Guthrow?
I want to go back to the point about motivation, because I feel like that question really is an important one. Like if you've been really motivated in the past and then you lose it, how do you get it back? So that's my question for all of you guys in the comment section down below. Let's start a conversation about how to regain motivation if you've lost it.
Yeah, I'm sure 99.9% of you guys have lost motivation. I have.
You know,
we've talked about how I got back on track. You mentioned how you got, so we want to hear how you guys got back on track so you can help each other. This is a community, LiveLean community. We help each other out. So with that said, another plane's coming. We got to end the show.
Hurry up. Sign off.
Thanks for watching and living lean.
Love you guys.
Boy.
Bye.
Big shout out to all our LiveLean podcast listeners. We love you and would so appreciate it if you would give this podcast a review. We need your feedback to improve and grow. So please give us a review right now.